All righty. Well, I'm not sure when Jose will get here. So why don't we start? And boom. There we go. When Jose gets here, he can jump in and do his parts. So what we're doing is, we posted it, but I'll do a little 1-2 on this anyway. It's Sue and myself and Jose at the moment. We're going to be doing more of these teaching circles, healing circles, sharing circles as we go along. We have some other elders and other indigenous people and some non-indigenous people who have offered to do some as well. People who are also working on issues of world change, harmony, healing, unity. So our thought was Sue and Jose and I and several other people who had come to us are being called upon to get to certain gatherings, certain places where we can come together and do some planning, do some spiritual work, do some healing work. And funds are really, really limited, as we all know. So we thought we would put these programs together, keep it at a low cost, and then all monies that come into this is going to go into a little fund we have in our nonprofit, and it will pay the way of elders who need to get to various conferences. Sometimes it might be one of us. Sometimes it'll be somebody else. There's a gathering of elders going on in San Francisco the end of this month. Several people, including myself, have been asked to come and don't have the means to get there. So we're hoping that'll be the first use of the funds. There's another gathering in January in Mexico. That's a gathering of the World Summit where we're going to discuss means and ways to come up with the shift in the world that we need. We've got a bunch of different groups coming. So some of us are already funded to go there, but once again, we have some elders who can't get there. So we're going to try to bring in enough cash to also get them to these gatherings. So that's the basic thought behind this. There's a bunch of us who do a lot of different programs. Sue and I do a lot of programs. Jose is all over the place doing programs. Garrett Duncan will probably do some later. He's offered to do some shamanic programs. And we tend to do them to make enough money so we can get around, but also to pay our bills so we can continue to do all the work that we do. But we thought this way, doing it this way, again, we could keep it fairly inexpensive and yet fund something that really needs to be funded. Because so much is happening right now. We need to get together. We need to talk. We need to share. We need to do some healing. We need to step up as one. So that's the basic concept behind what we're doing. Anything to add to that?
No, just welcome everyone. And it's just, this is a way to really, and I know Jim and I had done lots of radio shows in the past, and they were really powerful. And I really feel that these programs will help people to connect to who reconnect if they feel disconnected. And in these times, there's so much going on around us and within us that we really need to stay focused and really walk in a balanced way and try to find our balance in everything that we do. It's just, it's really imperative and important that we keep ourselves aligned, focused, and really stay in the light and not allow the darkness of what's going on call us in, which it can really easily do sometimes. So it's real important just to take care of yourself and get out in nature and do the things that are needed for yourself so you can help and be there for others when they need you.
Good. So, and we will open this up for questions as we go along. I'm just kind of trying to set the stage. If you're not speaking, put your Put yourself on mute, lower left-hand corner. Somebody's moving around a lot of bowls and things. That's it. Good. Thank you. And then when you speak, you just take it off of mute. And likewise, if we're not speaking, we'll put us on mute. So the three of us doing this first one. I'll talk a little bit about Jose first. He's on his way from California to Flagstaff. So he might be hung up on the train, although he had a phone. So we hope he comes in here. But Jose Munoz, Jose is a Mayan keeper of the calendar and a Mayan elder. He's been traveling around, 35 years now, sharing the Mayan teaching, sharing the Mayan calendar, sharing the wisdom of the Mayan. And he does programs all over the place. And he also leads ceremonies all over the place. So soon I know him pretty well. And his programs are always fascinating. We were at a conference with him about a month ago, and he did a program on the cosmic vision of the Mayans and their calendar, which is what he's going to do next week for whoever wants to partake in that program. It was really, it was spot on. It was fascinating. So if Jose can get into this, hopefully, we'll let him say a little more about that on his own. If not, I'll fill in a little more before we go. So the setup is tonight this is totally free, obviously, and then we'll post this for others if they want to see it. The following programs, they're going to be $22 each, and then you probably saw it on there if you want to listen to all four or be a part of all four, because we don't want people to just listen. We're going to have people participate as well. There's a price for all four, and you can find that on the page as well. And there's a PayPal site you can go to do that. So this one will go for about an hour, maybe a little more, because we all got started a little later. The one next week, which will be on December 8th, that's next Friday, will be from 5 to 7 Pacific time, which I think is 8 to 9, right? East Coast?
Yes.
Okay. 8 to 10. Yeah. And 6 to 8 here in the mountains. That's Jose's program. The one after that, on the 15th, also a Friday, will be from 5 to 7 Pacific time as well, 6 to 8 here in the mountains. We're in Colorado. And I'll be leading that one. That one, I'm going to do a shamanic composite of animal guide healing. This is something my various elders taught me over the years. And so thumbnail sketch of me, if you don't know who I am or what I am, sometimes I don't either. I was born Italian gypsy. My grandmother was the medicine woman for 4 clans in northern Italy and southern Switzerland before she came here with my grandfather. So that's my own birth roots. I traveled around and still do, but I was traveling around heavy for about 35 years, living with and learning from various elders. So I've been adopted by my Lakota family and given the name Graywolf. That's where that came from. I was adopted by my Mayan family in Belize and Guatemala and given the name Big White with a laugh. And I've worked with Aborigine elders. I've worked with Garifuna elders from Africa and several other cultures. So I'm absolutely a mongrel, but I'm a mongrel of various indigenous teachings. And one thing that I've worked with heavily with all my teachers, we're working with the animal people, working with the animal nations in a healing way. One of the things we developed as I got further along in that is combining animal guides in healing. Some of you may have animal guides, some of you may not. Some of you are here right now and some will hear this later. That's okay, it doesn't matter in order to benefit by what I'll share on that night. We all have a primary animal guide. Some may not have experienced them yet. I truly didn't know what mine was until I was almost 30. Although that, and it's wolf, and the wolf had been with me the whole time. I just wasn't aware of it. But as I started working with these different cultures, my Native American friends began to teach me how my animal guide, Native American animal guide, is snake. My Mayan family taught me how my Mayan guide is dog. And my astrological guide is scorpion, because I'm an 11/11 baby, born on 11/11. And so those are the four that I have worked with. Wolf and dog are kind of a match, and snake and scorpion are kind of a match. So I have two animal guides who are protectors, who are community-based, who are caring and loving, and I have two, the snake and the scorpion, who can be poisonous. Those are the two sides of my nature. And I've really worked quite effectively in using those guides and tapping into those guides to help with my own healing, but also to help other people with their healing. Not everyone would have those four same. Those are the four that my small group who worked on this over the years used, because my group was composed of, there's Jose, of Native American, Mayan, and some who I like to call woo-woos, because they called me the same thing, which was the astrology side. And so that's the four that I worked with. So the program I do will be based around that, and how you not only find out what they are and why they are, but how you can then work with them as a group. And that, again, is on the 15th. The next day, on the 16th, Jose will shift back to you in a couple minutes. On the 16th, which is the Saturday, from 5 to 7 again, Pacific time, Sue and I are going to do a sacred drum and bowl healing circle. We do a lot of these in person. We've done them in Europe. We've done them all over the U.S. And I'm going to be quiet now because I'm getting a sore throat. We'll let Sue talk a little bit about that healing approach.
Well, with the drums, we'll start off with the drums, and I'll probably do a guided meditation to bring us into a good place, a place where we can be centered, let go of all our cares, all our frustrations, let them go before I start to drum. Anyone who has a drum, who wants to drum along, you're more than welcome to drum. And I'll start out with the Earth Mother, the heartbeat of the Earth, and then gradually that'll change. It just changes into whatever comes to for me. And we'll drum for a little while. And the drumming will help connect you to the earth, help bring you to yourself again, to connect you to who you are. It'll help bring anything that's deep within you that needs to come to the surface to be healed. Also, drums are very powerful in that way. Once I finish with the drumming, I'll bring out some of the singing bowls that we have, and each bowl will resonate to each individual depending on what their body is really looking for and what they really need. So you'll be able to just tune into the sounds of the bowls to resonate with those, and just really, it'll really help cleanse you and clear you and help to release any of those things that you want to release. The bowls will bring them up and let them go. So it'll be a powerful. It's always powerful when we have the combination of the drum and the bowls together. It really can help you to heal the things that need to be healed within you, and to bring the best of you that you are, reconnect you to who you are, and bring you back into the light if you've been having a tough time.
And yeah, with the sound healing things we do, they're kind of cross-cultural. They are cross-cultural. We bring in a lot of cultural elements. We don't use any one type of drum. We have many drums from around the world. Our bowls are mostly from Nepal, because we are trying to help some of the villages there that were destroyed. And our songs are also cross-cultural, although many of them are songs that Sue has written. So we found that the healing aspect from the songs is also a huge element. So that one will be, again, on the 16th, a Saturday, 5 to 7 Pacific, 6 to 8 Mountain, and I don't know whatever else, but
You guys can
we'll
figure
post
it
it.
out.
So the other one, let's bring in our brother Jose. Jose, I told him a little bit about you, but not much. So I did tell him your program is the Cosmic Vision of the Maya, and it's next week, December 8th, 5 to 7. It's all yours, brother.
Hi, thank you. This is my name is Jose Akpo Munoz, and I'm a messenger for the Mayan tribes, Cherokee Mayan tribes, and just grateful to connect this way. Literally, I am at a train station on my way to Arizona right now. So I just want to honor the energy of the day through the sacred ways. And today we are in a powerful day to ask for protection in our cosmic travels, the ones. It's really significant for me to be here, joining at a train station with just a free trial Wi-Fi membership due to not having a phone, so I only have 15 minutes. So I'll be here as an observer, and hopefully tomorrow I will be at a better place where I can fulfill the intention of having a full-on conversation regarding the sacred calendars and cosmic identity. So right now, yes, I don't have enough words to express my gratitude to even be able to connect in this way. Somehow I found a free trial Wi-Fi to my tablet, so I can at least make myself present and have a gratitude prayer in this sacred day of transformation. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. That's some of the issues we're up against when we try to get to these various things, too. Not only do we have to travel, but we've got Jose, who is currently without a phone. So it makes things really, really hard. But we will get there. So he'll have something by next Friday when his show starts. And again, Sue and I have seen his presentations, his ceremonies, heard his words, and he is incredibly powerful. So if you have the time and a couple dollars, please join in. You will not regret it, believe me.
A lot of wisdom there.
Yeah. He's much older than his years, but he is getting older anyway. Okay, so the last program then that we offer in this first grouping is on the 22nd, and that's going to be a Solstice Ceremony for Joy. And we are going to create that together. We're going to have some songs. We're going to have some music. We're going to have some prayers. We're going to create our own little ceremony. We're going to have some stories for sure, yeah. Jose, I don't know if there's anything you want to add to that. Feel free. You can actually type it on chat if you don't have any speaking time. This one we kind of left open.
Yeah, really quick.
Go ahead.
Besides tomorrow, and
You keep going on mute, so we can't hear you. Bummer.
I see that you can yeah, it goes on and off. But I wanted to say that winter solstice ceremony that we're going to have across the state, so it's going to be one in Los Angeles in December 20th, and one in San Francisco on December 21st. And also, you have any friends in the LA area, I'm going to be having this conversation at the LA County downtown Los Angeles powwow on December 9th. Going to have some of the Lakota chiefs down there joining us with songs and possibly a sell-out afterwards. And that's what I have. I am fully prepared actually for the program tomorrow, the Cosmic Identity, but it's going to be just painting and being on time to a Wi-Fi location where I can do. And other than that, brothers and sisters, I just want to say thank you again. I'll be mostly listening from now on until the Wi-Fi runs out. I should be running to my train location by now.
Okay.
Thank you.
So your Cosmic Vision one is next week on the 8th, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And I hope to be in the one in Northern California in San Francisco with Jose for the Solstice Ceremony, and then Sue will be holding it down here. Maybe someone will join her here too. We'll see, or at least our dogs will be barking. So from each of these, you will take home some good healing ideas, some good energy, some things you did not know before. And they may come from those of us who are leading it, and they may come from those of you who are listening, because this is truly a circle approach. This is not just us standing up in the front and spouting off. That doesn't really appeal to me. I don't think it appeals to you guys either. We'll certainly share what we know. That's what it's all about. But we'll want to be hearing from you too. Now I'm trying to find...
Any questions?
Yep, that's what we're going to open in a minute. I'm trying to find the... our internet up here is really, really, really slow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really slow. Here we go. I'm looking at the... Okay, go to the Standing Rock page. Boy. Well, why don't we open for questions? If anybody has a question or a comment, go ahead and put yourself on, unmute yourself and ask any questions.
I'd like to say hello. Hello, Jose. I was just in Maya land in June, and I'm glad to meet you guys. I'm a bit of a shamanette, as I have been shape-shifting for years, and the animals allow me to use their body as a vehicle, and I don't know, in the ether, I don't know, it's just natural. And I met many medicine people in etheric prior, and then I would meet them in person. So somehow this world seems real natural to me, to be connected, you know, in the ethereal area. So I just wanted to say hello, and I really enjoyed Tulum and that area when I got to go for about a week.
Thanks, Cheryl. Any question on? Or are you okay?
Well, yeah, I have questions that are sort of crazy. Like I had
no questions. Questions about the program specifically.
Oh,
We're
okay.
gonna keep this narrative for now to the
I
public.
want to
Okay.
yeah.
Thanks.
I'm sort of stuck in with not a lot of FRNs,
Okay.
so I can't come, but I can watch if it's
Good.
videotaped. So other than that, I wanted to just say hello. So
Great. Thank you.
and thank you guys. Yeah.
So I found, yeah. Okay. I just found I thought somebody was speaking. We're going to have separate events up for each of the 4 upcoming programs. And so what we've done is it's $22 per person per program. If you want to do all 4, it's $77. So if you just go to the Global Community Building Project page or the event page, it'll give you the link for PayPal. And we did have some people who had larger groups. If you do, please get hold of us, get hold of me, and we will work something out. Because again, this is all about helping elders get to gatherings and conferences and meetings and ceremonial things. So whatever we can do to help facilitate would be awesome. So anyway, that's a little bit more on that part. Anybody else want to, anyone else with a question or want to share something or want to see Jose back in the train station or what? No? A little clearing. So as we go through the next few weeks, a lot of knowledge will be shared, a lot of knowledge that we've all acquired by traipsing around the world and sitting with our elders. So T's on here and he says, the mic on my phone doesn't work and I don't have my headset with me. If you are on, okay. And so T, yeah, we are recording this, so you will be able to play it later. That's interesting. But thanks for bringing in your energy. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to type them. We can do that. That's funny. Haven't had that problem before. This is the first time we've really kind of used this in this way. So we're ironing out bugs on all sides. I'm really looking forward to these next 4 programs, though. I think we'll have a lot of fun with them, but we'll also share a lot with them as well. Share things from various cultures. We'll share some sound healing. And we will share some things, methods and ways that may be new to you. I know for me, speaking for myself, as long as I've walked around and sat with various folks around the world, I've learned things that I would not have otherwise have learned. And I am thankful for that all the time. And so now it's time to share things out, as we've been told. We need to share whatever it is we've learned, we need to share whatever it is our various cultures have learned, so we can stand up together in unity. And yeah, okay. So we got a smile from T, and may you achieve your mission. Nice meeting you from Cheryl. Great. I think, is there anything else we need to? People who are not able to be here tonight, and there was a lot of them, there's no perfect time. We're getting something different now, right? Here we go.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
Oh, that's busy.
So this is the sharings where the cosmic identity comes in. This is the 26,000-year cycle that started in 2012, December 22nd. It is a collaboration of the Mayan elders, the Hopi from the Sector Mesa elders, and Tibetan elders that have been exiled in Nepal and other parts of the world. This is an invitation to find out our cosmic identity. It's an invitation to see ourselves in past, present, and future timelines at the same time in the eternal present. The whole idea of doing this for the purpose of healing our past and healing our future, so then we can walk in universal time in the eternal present. What you see here on the screen, the first time I'm sharing this in this way, is one of 6 codices that are currently underground in Colorado in the Iron Mountain. It is the mathematics and the physics that are being used right now to tell universal cosmic time. This is how the JPL, the laboratory, NASA laboratory, keeps their cosmic time, utilizing the ancient techniques of the elders to have the universal time, as we call it now. So I wanted to share, this is again the, let's call it the codice of the other 6 codices. The combination of all of it together is a 23 ancient systems of astronomy and mathematics and astrology to find our cosmic identity of how to best be of service while we re-establish the new archetypes of the new world, which again started in December 22nd of 2012. These new archetypes are those of unity, balance, joy, peace, and intergalactic harmony. So this is what I like to share for all of those who sign up for our webinar, workshop on the 8th. You will get a PDF of this goddess, the goddess of the new world, and this will help support the travels of the elders, not just me and Jim, but there's lots of elders that need support in a way of technological and in many other ways. But when you sign up for the workshop, you get this codex of the 6th sun. We'll get a PDF, and with that you get the authorization, full authorization of the elders through me to do whatever universe is telling you to do with it. That includes many venues or applications, many different 3D world applications that this can be done with once you find the cosmic identity. And that's what the pleasure will be about on the 8th. So I'm again to be able to share this. I think this is on the sacred day of transformation. This is extremely important that I was able to upload this the news on the new calendar for the next 26,000 years, where we're all going to be able to help put a little grain of sand into balance, unity, joy, peace, and harmony. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks, Jose. I didn't know if Whoops, go back to gallery. There we go. I didn't know if you'd be able to come back on or not, so that's awesome. And yes, we will also be sharing things out with you in PDF form as I work with you with the animals and healing through the animals, bringing the animals in, because the animal nations are just as important to this shift and change as we two-leggeds. That's one of the prime teachings of it, and we'll talk about that a lot more. And as Jose was saying, yeah, there's a lot of needs by the elders now, and it's really important we get the elders where they need to be. Whether it's Jose or myself or all of us, or that, there's a whole bunch of elders need to get to various things. We've been helping them throughout Standing Rock and throughout the Water is Life movement, but we're beyond that now. Now we're working on unity. Now we're working on what comes next. Again, as Jose said, we're stepping up into what this new earth is, and it's up to us. And being led by the elders, because the elders are the ones who are going to come up with, I think, with the best ideas to move forward. Certainly one good slate of ideas to move forward. And okay, that's what I've got. Anything else, Sue?
And just I hope you can join us and listen in and partake. Definitely ask questions, because that's what we're here for. So we can go back and forth, and so you can learn and we can learn. So everybody learns together and grows. We don't have all the answers. It's just it's a learning experience and a growing experience spiritually. It's just a healthy way of being. So really, I hope that you can join us and take part and help us get the elders to be able to gather together and wisdom and knowledge to hopefully create a better world that we all know we are working towards, and that's what we're working towards, creating a healthier, more sustainable life for everyone on this planet.
And somebody asked earlier, and I forgot to respond. If you want to find us on Facebook, we have a little group we created, the Global Community Building Project. That'll be specifically about these programs or related programs. So feel free to join us there as well. And we already have people asking if we recorded this, so I'm glad we recorded some of this, because we want folks to join us for these other. Thanks, Cheryl. We don't have a means at the moment to donate specific things, but maybe there's a way we can do that. Certainly through our groups, because we have various groups. We have the Global Community Building Project. That's something that we three and one other created. But we have a lot of groups that we're all part of and we all work with. So maybe there is a way to do that. We'll see. At the moment, we don't have that. At the moment, we're still struggling in this old paradigm where we require money to get from one thing to another. I really hope that's going to change, and some of our groups are working towards that change. But at the moment, yeah, there's no way around it. So we do the best we can. We get to what we can. And what we're trying to do, we've asked for donations before, and people have been very helpful to a lot of our causes. Now we're trying to offer something to people, something where you can take away some learning, some teaching, whatever. So, yes, thank you. Let your friends know if this seems like a good mission to you and the programs are worthwhile. Let them know. Let them know how to find us. Let them know how to find that group. And with that, I think we're about to go off because we're running out of time. I see Jose got bounced. I'm glad he was able to come on anyway. So we'll have Sue bowl us over as we leave. Thank you all for joining us here, and we hope to see you in the next few weeks. Thank you all. Whoop, I see somebody just coming in. Elliot, we're just over. Sorry. But we did. we did.
Okay.
And this always happens when we try to do these multiple time zones. We did record it, so I will be pulling the recording off and then posting it up.
Terrific. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
I think we're
Better
friends.
late than.
That's right, absolutely. And I think we're friends on Facebook, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so you'll see it.
All right. I'll look forward to it.
Thanks for
Thank
joining
you.
us and reminding us it doesn't matter when you get here.
If you're there, you can participate.
That's right.
Be it-
Thanks, brother. Night all.
Namaste. Bye.
Uh-huh.
Night.
Yeah.